Hello and welcome to Gaming Cypher. I am Stephen Reyes and today we will be discussing Marvel's Avengers video game. This is a fantastic game, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. That when you first start, you have two options between the campaign or the Avengers Initiative, which is the multiplayer. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the campaign first. That the game is impressive, that the videos and cutscenes are extremely fantastic in the graphics, that you get tons of backstory and get to explore the Avengers universe even further than before and meet characters that you may not be as familiar with, and also see some fan favorites as well. So it's kind of like you're a kid in a candy store who just met their hero, which essentially does happen often in this game. So as for the gameplay, you get to play as every Avenger using their amazing abilities, and who doesn't want to smack around some bad guys with Thor's hammer and blast everybody with lightning. That you can really just plow through everybody and fly, shoot you. It's just an amazing experience to be able to play as these iconic characters. That the controls are fairly similar for each character. That of course each character has their own special ability, but the controls are a very similar layout so that you don't have to learn different moves for each person. But if you feel lazy, you could just throw the enemy right off the bridge and that saves you some punching time. But if you like to punch and be creative, you can always throw your shield around. That the mechanics are extremely smooth on this game, that you can get really creative with each character's special ability to enhance your fighting style, which, to be honest, is just hours and hours of fun with this game. That you can use the environment to your advantage, whether you're jumping around, swinging off stuff, or exploding items. With each character, you have a ton of options that you can unlock, whether it's adding more power-ups, increasing the level of your player, or changing the gear and skins of your character, which who doesn't like to switch out the armor on Iron Man? As you progress throughout the game, you can power your characters up, and the more you power up, the more advantages that you have and the more fun you can have with the gameplay itself. Because even if you're not Hulk, sometimes you just want to smash, and it's nice to be able to do that regardless of which character you are. So with each character, they have specific power-ups that you can use, and whether you're big or small, they can pack a punch, and the creativity that you can utilize throughout this game is just fantastic. That definitely use the environment to your advantage, because you may be small, but you can still push somebody off the edge. As for the multiplayer, you can play with online people, or you can invite your friends and play together and take on missions as the Avengers. It's always nice to play with a friend because, one, it's good to have support. Two, you can actually talk to your friend and coordinate your strategy, which when you're beating down enemies, it's very nice to have an Avenger on your side. But this game has endless hours of fun to it. That there's so many possibilities, new DLC coming out soon with tons of characters and abilities that you can utilize. That honestly, I finished the game for the review and I'm still replaying it and doing the multiplayer. That I just love this game and it is fantastic, so I would highly recommend getting it. That I believe this will be my first 10 out of 10 for a video game. So whether you enjoy just playing fighting games that require strategy and technique, or if you're an Avengers/Marvel fan like me, this game is definitely the game for you. I would recommend getting it. So stop listening to me and just go buy the new Avengers video game. I'm Stephen Reyes with Gaming Cypher.